Well, our next guest is a fashion designer, and his clothing was recently displayed in Fashion Week. I had to have my fashion glasses on. Listen, join us now to talk more about his clothing along with his upcoming events. We welcome now Chuks Collins, and pronounce your name for me.
Ade Adegoke.
See, I was trying saying that twice. Say it again.
Ade Adegoke. Ade.
Adi
Fine.
Adeguki. I tried it. I almost got there. Good to have you, Adi. Good to have you, Chuks.
Thank you very
It's a
much. Thanks
pleasure.
for having us.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, we've had you on the show before, and we
Yes.
talked about, your work, and your story is epic, but now you're also going to be a part of New York's Fashion Week again. And so this time, bigger, better, and brighter.
Yes, definitely. I'm very passionate about this coming project, which is actually tomorrow, September 14th. I'm partnering with Owando Foundation. It's a foundation based off of Nigeria, but they have the U.S. office here as well. What it basically do is women empowerment through little children. The children are the future of tomorrow, and in Nigeria precisely, lots of kids are out of school. And what they do with their foundation is try to help those kids get back to school.
And so this fashion show, of course, will definitely do that and provide some assistance. And talk to us about that.
Well, education is in crisis in Africa, especially in Nigeria. We have about 10.5 million children out of school. It's the largest number globally.
10.5 million?
Yes, it's the largest number of out of school children globally. And what the foundation is trying to do is, since our establishment in 2011, contributes to ensuring that children get back into school and get above all the challenges that they would have in Nigeria. So for instance, the challenge of teacher quality, the challenge of even the classrooms. Some of the children sit on the floor. Most children in public primary schools sit on the floor. So what the foundation does is we have a program called the Adopt a School program, which Chuks is supporting with his fashion show. All the proceeds from fashion show would go to the schools back in Nigeria. We have 80 of those schools. It would support water supply, supports toilets, for instance, supports furniture in those schools, training of the teachers, for instance. And he's chosen the schools that he'd like to support in northern Nigeria. We have a huge crisis with regards to the Boko Haram crisis and about 2 million children being displaced. So what the foundation is doing through the Adopt a School program is adopting those schools, supporting children, ensuring that we have loads of out-of-school children back into school. At the moment, our target till next year is about 60,000 of those children. And we know that the outing tomorrow would be extremely successful, partnering with Chuks.
Talk to us about this, Chuks, because as you said, the proceeds from your fashion line are going to help this. First of all, talk about your fashion line a little bit. You can give us a little preview of what we're going to see. And then secondly, about your reason and your intention of why you want to do this.
So for me as a designer, I design because I want to empower people. I want people to wear my clothes and feel awesome about it. I want people to wear my clothes and feel powerful. That's why I design. So for me as a person, this collection titled The Dream is very important to me because it's a marriage of a thrill and architecture. So it's about the little girl in every woman and the woman that the little girl wants to become. So this collection is very, very important to me because when I got in contact with them and what they're doing in Nigeria, I just felt, okay, this is my time to give back to my home country. Because coming here, people home supported me after my surgery and during my surgery process. And also being here, I've also given back to a couple of organizations here, including Housing Works, Turning Point, and a couple of other ones too. So I just felt like this is the right time for me to pay this help back home, to take it back home. And this is very, very important to me. And I just inviting everybody out there, and I just believe that it's going to be an awesome show.
We're seeing some pictures right now of your clothing line. Talk to us about what we're seeing right here.
Oh, this is from my spring summer collection of 2017. That's a pleated chiffon 3-tier dress. It's all about fluidity, sexiness, and powerful. Yeah.
And so we see this picture here.
That's a couture gown worn by one of the celebrities also. This dress is also an embodiment of self-love, appreciation, and dare to try. Oh, this is actually from my fall-winter collection, which will be on sale from any moment from now. This collection is all about architecture, strong lines, sharp shoulders, and sexiness.
So we got the okay. So tell me about this.
Oh, this is also a Grecian dress from my previous collection during my first New York Fashion Week. Actually, did stay here. Yeah. Yeah, this is also another couture gown that I made. It's all hand-beaded, and it's all about the ball evening classiness and elegance.
Now, how long does it take you to design when you do something like this?
Oh, the design process is a very long period. It starts from the concept and creating your mood board, defining your story, defining why you're designing, what you're designing, so fabric selection, colors, and eventually sewing the garment. So sometimes it takes up to 6 months, sometimes more.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
And for the young ladies, of course, in Nigeria, and a lot of students will be impacted by this, what does it mean to have somebody like Chuks be able to come and donate his fashion line to basically helping back home?
It means a lot. You know his story.
Yes.
He's been here because of this story and because of a lack of education,
I mean, quickly,
which is
tell
what led
people
to
the
it.
story real quick, so if they don't know, real quick.
So basically, back in Nigeria, I had health issues and I had to come here for a surgery. During that period of my life, it was a very, very difficult part, and I had basically lost everything I had. So me coming here, I achieved a lot. I got better. I went to school here. Lots of the resources I didn't have in Nigeria, I have them here. So for me, it's also important for me to impact people back home to enable them to have what I have.
You'll get the final word. Go ahead.
Well, thank you to Chuks, the Oando Foundation. Just hear a lot about us and read about us on oandofoundation.org. Support children back in Nigeria to get a better future. Thank you very much for having us.
No, we're glad to have you. So now if somebody wants to check you out, they'll be checking you out at New York Fashion Week. And where are you going to be?
172 North Lock Street. That's tomorrow by 6:30 p.m. Everybody come out.
All right, then we want to tell everybody to come on out. Good to have you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations once
Appreciate
again.
Thank
Keep up
you.
the great work. Thank you for the work that you're doing overseas and helping. I did not know 10.5 million children displaced outside of school. That's major. All right, well, listen, we've come to the end of our show today. We want to thank our guests for joining us, but most of all, I want to thank you, the viewer, for now tuning in. Now, if you missed any part of today's show, you can catch the Recablecast at 5 and 10 p.m. on Optimus Channel 67. If you have Verizon Fios, we're on Channel 33, or catch us anytime on the web at BronxNet.org. For all of us here on the set of Open, I'm Daren Jaime, saying stay safe, keep this channel wide open, and we will see you soon. Take care, and God bless.